Hi everyone, this is Cupcake from James Play Studio and welcome to the March Talk episode. So, today it is, at point of releasing this video, March 27th, 2023. So, I premiered this episode on this day exactly for a reason. Today is the official end of an era, because Nintendo finally stopped supporting the Nintendo 3DS lineup and the Wii U lineup with killing off the eShop. So what does that mean? So if you want to buy a new game, you're out of luck. So right now they are offline modes. They still have Wi-Fi for like software updates, but basically from now on Nintendo doesn't care one bit about the 3DS lineup and the Wii U. So if you have one of those systems, I recommend getting a Switch now, even though I don't recommend that because that will be replaced next year by the new successor, but at least the Switch still has like years of support. So, now that we are getting to the intro, let's talk about the two lineups. Let's start with the timeline of 2012, it is easier. That is basically where the Wii U was introduced. The Wii U is very simple to explain. There are only two models. We have the white 8GB basic model Wii U and then the black 32GB deluxe model Wii U. Eventually the white one got discontinued and then the black one got discontinued when the Switch was released in 2017. This was supposed to be the successor of the Wii, except it didn't. Because, yeah, I had one. I had the deluxe model. And it was a great thing. I loved the games. I loved Splatoon in that game on that system. I loved the Mario games. I loved Mario Kart 8 back then. That was nice. Games were nice. The UI is still my favorite UI of anything I used. The fact you open your Wii U and you have like that nice music and the Mii characters just start playing and they celebrate your birthday. So on Nintendo, your Wii U gets my notification and grand medal of best operating system ever made, ever, succeeding iOS 6 of Apple. Problem with the Wii U was marketing. You probably heard like a million times in videos. The Wii U was basically a better Wii with a gamepad, but they didn't care about like showing the box. Basically, if you had no idea about Nintendo consoles, you would think this Wii U gamepad was an accessory for the Wii, and that the Wii U was just the name of the tablets. But it isn't. Even I fell for it, and I love Nintendo. Even I, back in 2012, believed that. It was only when I, in 2013, needed to do like an assignment in school and I picked the Wii U, that I realized, this is an actual game console. I was wrong. Still had the Wii back then. So fun fact. The Wii U was a great successor of the Wii as a technical statement. It was a good device for games, but not that super powerful like the PS4 and Xbox One. But thanks to Nintendo's awful marketing, no one cared about the Wii U. So the Wii U died very unfairly. So with the release of the Switch, I guess the Wii U just had no chance. So sad that the Wii U died like this, and now it's officially under support. It can never redeem itself. People will always remember this as the game console that tried to be the Wii without being the Wii, that got destroyed by the real Wii U, which is called the Switch. So, rest in peace, Nintendo Wii U. Not many people care about you, but I do. I had one of you, you're amazing. So now that the Wii U is out of the picture, let's start with the whole long 3DS journey, because that's a different story. So the 3DS came out in 2011, a year prior. It was basically a DS in 3D. Shocking, right? Wow, that's such a good naming scheme. And I had the original launch blue 3DS for the full price. So yes, I was one of those lucky people that had the original Wii 3DS. I loved it. I loved it. I loved drawing. I took pictures with the camera. I started drawing doodles on it. I played those built-in games and stuff. Street Pass, the Mii Plaza and stuff. It was all beautiful. And of course, it was a great Pokemon console, even though back then Pokemon was still on the DS. It was backwards compatible with the DS, so great. So what was the problem then? Well, the 3DS was fine. Nothing was wrong with it, except the 3D was not good. So what did I do? And I assume every single person that had the original 3DS. We used 3D as a gimmick. Oh, cool, nice. And then off. That's it. I barely use 3D. I only use it, like for example my VR headset right now. If I want to be in VR, I just put my headset on, I play, and then I put the headset down and back to 2D stuff. Same with the 3DS. Sometimes I'll slide it up, play something in 3D, and then most of the time do not do in 3D. It was super expensive, so no one cared. So they lowered the price and then introduced the 3DS XL the following year, I assume? The 3DS XL was basically the perfected 3DS. It was bigger, it was cheaper, it had improved, not really better hardware, but improved physical hardware, so it's better for your hands, more rounded shells, different colors, and a reduced cost. So that was good. Still, Pokemon back then was still on DS mode, so didn't really play 3DS Pokemon yet. But games are nice, like Mario Kart 7, New Super Mario Bros. 2. Great memories with Nintendogs plus cats. I really adored the 3DS and the 3DS XL to my heart. But after the 3DS XL was basically getting outdated, I was done. Even though, yes, I know 2013 is the year that Pokemon X and Y came out, and I love that game to death. From that day on, the 3DS just became a Pokemon console. And that's what I did. I bought the 2DS with Alpha Sapphire. I bought the new 3DS and new 3DS XL, and then I kept the new 3DS because I liked that one more. So the new 3DS XL went to my cousin. I hope you still take care of that thing for like the later Pokemon Moon and Ultra Moon games. And that's basically it. Since I stopped playing games because I had my game console, the Wii U and then the Switch. I have my computer, I have my Apple devices, I watch YouTube, Netflix. I don't have much time to play a lot of games. But the sole reason why I gave up on the 3DS as a console is the display is worthless. It's just ugly. It is super pixelated. That even back then, because Apple came up with the Retina display and Samsung with AMOLED displays and everyone else had like a nice beautiful display. I was used to getting a normal standard display, and then I grabbed my DS and I see a lot of 3DS, lots of pixels, and I was like no. And then the graphics were awful. Even mobile games were getting better. Some back then. So yeah, eventually the 3DS basically became milked with the 3DS, 3DS XL, 2DS, new 3DS, new 3DS XL, and new 2DS XL. Yep. That's 6 devices. That's ridiculous. Nintendo, why do you actually keep updating the 3DS? The new 3DS is the only device I can guarantee is good. So, yeah, this is not an iPhone. This is not an Android phone. This is a game console. You don't need to make subcategories of a game console that will get discontinued in a few years from now. That's how consoles work, right? So after using all the 3DS consoles and the Wii U, and both of them getting replaced by my Switch, I have the full experience of games, software, optimization, and support. And I respect Nintendo. I really respect you a lot. But I'm gonna be honest. I liked what you did with the Switch, but the fact that even the new OLED Switch is still using the exact same chip as the original Switch is not good. Not good. That's why I don't agree with this. This Switch is underpowered. The second generation is, because yeah, fun fact. People talk about the Switch 2 a lot currently. There is a Switch 2 out. It is out. It's the red box Switch. And technically the OLED is the 3rd generation. But yeah, I mean Nintendo. I know you milked the 3DS because the Wii U failed. And now the Switch is basically just, even though it's not failing, it is failing as a device. So Nintendo, you're basically getting pushed out of the competition very soon. So if for the next generation of game consoles, I really recommend don't do what the 3DS did and the Wii U. I'd recommend that. They are very important to my heart, but it's time to move on from Nintendo's failure years. I'm gonna call them failure years. Nintendo failed in that generation. As a game company, game console company, their 2 game consoles were not good as a game console. Because the Wii U was a superior, amazing device that no one cared about, while everyone cared about the poor device. Should be the way around. The handheld console is secondary, so treat them as secondary devices to the main console. Remember when the Game Boy Advance and the GameCube connected, and then the DS and the Wii U? You didn't really connect much, other than some crossover games. They were basically alienated and fighting against each other. Instead of buying the 3DS and the Wii U as an ecosystem, like the old days, no, it's like, why would I buy a Wii U? I can get a DS, a 3DS. So here's the end of my talk. It's just complicated because Nintendo made it such a complicated mess. And I'm glad that they're losing support now, and we can forget that these consoles existed. The DS was very revolutionary, and the Wii as well. The Wii U should have been called the Wii U, should have been acted like a Wii U, marketing should have been better, then developers cared more. And the 3DS was milked because the Wii U failed, so without the 3DS, Nintendo would be bankrupt by now. So, that's my talk. I'm glad you guys could watch this. And a few days from now, the guide video about Midnight Rooftop will be released. I hope you'll enjoy that. And after that, we reached April. And you know what that means? The special video will be released in April. And I hope you guys will enjoy that. This is Cupcake from Gameplay Studio. I want to thank you to listening to my Legacy Talk episodes with my Legacy Con. I hope you enjoyed it at least. I know it's not the talk you like to hear because I have a lot of VR related content and here I am talking about Nintendo stuff. But I'm gonna keep them alive for a little bit longer. I have a special video, a special talk in May about the ending of the talk show because it will end soon. But I don't know when. Because I want to go fully in VR chat. So, at least I hope you enjoyed it. And stay hydrated, eat your lemons, and take good care, my friends. Thank you, and goodbye.